Hi, it's Rob here, United Australia Party candidate for Griffith. I've been having some recent discussions about the articles that came out last week, especially Paul Murray's segment talking about the actual number of people who've died from COVID-19. And the numbers are a little wrong, but not extremely wrong. So in the interest of being accurate on the actual figures, I want to post a correction for sharing the Paul Murray video, but also some perspective. So just to be completely accurate, I will be linking this Australian Bureau of Statistics webpage. Now right up the top of the page it says key statistics. 1,671 deaths due to COVID-19 that occurred. These are statistics from January 2020 to October 2021. So almost 2 years. The 2 years of the pandemic that we've gone through. And the other key statistic is 71.2% of people who died from COVID-19 had pre-existing chronic conditions certified on the death certificate, and later down in the page it says the average is 2.7 pre-existing conditions per person, with the most common ones being heart disease, diabetes and dementia. And the majority of the people having died from this actually were over the age of the average life expectancy in Australia. So, just to give some actual numbers, let's get 1671. Now I'm sure you could subtract a few more little categories from this, but we'll just do general numbers. 1671, so times that by 71.2%, who are the ones who have on average 2.7 comorbidities, chronic conditions. Now that's 1189. So let's go 1671 minus 1189, and we are left with, over almost 2 years, 482 healthy people having died from COVID-19. Let's divide that by 2. So, I mean, we are 2 months short in the second year, but just general figures to give us an idea, 241 healthy young people in a year having died from COVID-19. Now, the point is, the reason why this is a partial correction is because the numbers at that pedantic level, yes, are wrong, but the point isn't. The point isn't. Now, the point is, if we were going to react the same way that we did to COVID-19 for every risk that had the possibility of killing 241 people per year out of 25 million, then we wouldn't have a society. And that condition alone would kill more people. You see what I'm saying? So COVID-19, 241, let's even take the total number of deaths, including the vulnerable. 1671 over 2 years divided by 2. That gives us 835 people in a year, including the very elderly and the very frail. If we were going to do lockdowns, the loss of civil liberties, the destruction of small business, the abuses on children, coercions into medical procedures, if we were going to react the same way for every different risk that could possibly be deadly to 800 people per year, we wouldn't have a functioning society. We would destroy the society that we have, and that destruction of our society would kill more than 835 people a year. Does that make sense? That's the point. And so once again, to round this video off, I'm going to do some more videos straight after this one. We're going to compare other fatality statistics, and you'll find that for probably the top 10 causes of death, they're actually killing 835 people or more per week, not per year. And so, as I said recently in an interview, you can't have a political demand for the impossible. A risk-free life is currently impossible. Risk is part of life. Unfortunately, people die. I've dealt with death multiple times in my own family. Never once would I expect the sort of reaction to lock down, coerce and abuse people the way that we have been locked down, coerced and abused, just so that I could mitigate the risk factors that led to death in my family. No sane person would do that. And in previous years, we've had that many people die of the flu, and we've lived with it as a part of life. I'm sorry, but risk is a part of life, and any politician that tells you that it's not, and that they're prepared to do what they have done over that many people, it's like I said, the gross number of people, 835 or 241 for the young healthy people who didn't also have deadly comorbidities. Any politician that tells you what you want to hear in that regard is lying to you for their own benefit. They're lying to you. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'll say it once again. If we reacted the way we did for every risk factor in life that could possibly kill 241 healthy young people a year, or even 835 in total, including at-risk people per year, we would destroy our society, and that destruction would kill more people than we're trying to save.